relationship break with youth become isolated from society. Honorable moderator, respect the judges and fear the audience. Assalamu alaikum to all. Today our topic is social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. Me and my team support this motion. Today we want to discuss an issue that directly affect the future of our youth. At first I want to describe what is social media and antisocial youth. Social media is online platform like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, where people share posts, photos, video and others. Antisocial youth is young people who avoid real life interaction, spend most of their valuable time on phone screens, feel lonely and struggle to communicate in real life. We have some key points to support the motion. Number one, face-to-face communication is decreasing and rise of loneliness and depression. Number two, addiction to social media, cyberbullying and toxic behavior. Number three, fake friendship and weak bonding. Number four, reduced family bonding and virtual life replacing. All speakers will describe all the key points which I said. At first, take a real example. In 2022, study by the Center for Mental Health in the USA found that young people who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media are twice as likely to experience of depression and isolation. So the question is, are we truly connected us or just liking and commenting to satisfy? Social media encourage a culture of comparison. When young people constantly see curated lives, photos or achievements, they often feel inadequate and loss of self-confidence. For example, a survey by Instagram found that 40% of teenagers feel anxious or lonely because of their appearance or body image. Do you want a generation that hides in the virtual world instead of building real friendship? Online communication, often accountability and real human connection. We all aware of cause of cyberbullying and trolling. In 2020, the tragedy of suicide, a teenager in the UK was linked directly to repeated harassment on social media. I have mentioned only one person case here, but if we delve to research, we will see that every day thousands of people who are harassed and trolled through the social media in the world, and they find life is meaningless to alive and they are opting for suicide. We acknowledge that social media is aiding our journey through our life, but is this help lead us to gain? Then isn't this help is meaningless? Then I want to question my opponent: should our youth only from friendships on phone screens, or should they learn the value of real life relationship? That's all.
Speak esteems together is online anything but antisocial. Honorable moderator, respected judges, my opponent and all present, Assalamu alaikum. Today our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. I stand against this motion. Firstly, I want to say that what is social education? Social education is a process of learning how to learn and interact responsibility, respectfully and effectively within the society. It goes beyond textbooks. It's understanding people, cultures, values, and the social norms that shape our communities. How a person uses a network, it depends on their mentality. I have been given a phone, and whether I choose to use it for productive, positive purposes or for harmful purposes. Negative one is a matter of my personal responsibilities. It is not the device, not the network, that makes someone social or antisocial. It is the choices we make as a mindset we cultivate. Social media is merely a tool. How we can use it defines its impact, not the tool itself. A person's virtues or flaws are all shaped by their family. For a young person to move forward, they must go through the early days. That's why I want to say that social media is not destroying the young. It is entirely due to their lack of socialization. If proper socialization is instilled in them, how can they become accessible just through a media platform? My lovely opponents, please answer the question. If we use social media like a drug, we will become addicted to it. That's natural. Now, my opposite side tell me, is anger forced upon a person or does the person accept it himself? My lovely opponents, please answer the question. My opponent friends might be suffering a forgetfulness, so my side has to remind them of their memories. It has no life of its own. Social media divorces, use me, eat divorces, don't spend time with your family or keep your precious time. Social media can't see that it completely depends on your mindset. If young people use social media to raise awareness, mental health, climate change, or human rights, does this make them enthusiastic? May not be opponents to answer the question. In summary, social media is not isolating the young. Rather, it is connecting them in new ways. It presents a new era of society where friendship, empathy, and awareness are nurtured, even from behind the screen. Before they make them mistakes, let them agree with us. Media does not make our young society. On the contrary, it its hard distance allows our society to thrive in ways that are never possible before. Thank you all for patient hearing.
Could we get the next video? Just because we are the young, does mean that we have no opportunity? The video was amazing and you seem to play so well. These are the things people say to her. And the girls blushing. Keep saying, believe me, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Honorable moderator, respected judges and all viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is social media's most creative generation of antisocial youth. I support the motion. But in the end, who knows what's heading it? As one has to under countless mental torments to even enjoy a party under some distant unknown sky. Similarly, honorable moderator, there are many girls in our society whose dignity and honors are constantly threatened. Just a single click is enough to take someone's life. No one cares about harming another person or animal. They are now busy with meaningless competition like cats catching mouse. Honorable moderator, social media was supposed to be full of knowledge-rich content, but now note videos have taken over the entire platform. These videos capture all the attention of our young generation, leaving no space for meaningful thoughts and positive mental development. Honorable moderator, the youth have now reached a point where they are taught to believe in unrealistic things. I want to share a few incidents with you today. Let me talk about a mother and daughter. Laviva, a 7th grade student, was harassed by some miscreant boys. When her mother Moria protested, she had to face punishment that very night. The mother's honor was violated. Not enough. They recorded a video and uploaded it to social media. This incident took place on 28 July 2018 in Noakhali, Pakongon, according to Delhi Pakongon. Who knows how many mothers will have to face such situation to preserve their self-respect? Day by day, cases of suicide and rape are increasing. How many mothers will have to suffer implicate and loss of honor for views and followers? Thus, this kind of social media use playing with the woman's honor truthfully foster a responsible young generation? I'll leave this question for my opposition. For someone from your team experience such a situation, would they not hold social media accountable? The very platform that humans created to control has now started creating them. Honorable moderator, I want to share another real example. I'm sure everyone has heard of the Blue Whale Challenge. This game is suicide-inducing challenge, which has climbed the lives of many young boys and girls. And yet my opposition team claims that social media is creating a welfare-oriented young society. I'll leave this question my opposition. My opposition team first speaker said that social media is not responsible for all this. But my mentality is responsible. But this is the migration of our mentality in various forms. If social media is not responsible for here, will you answer? Has citizen not progressed without social media? I'll leave this question for my opposition. Thanks you all.
Change the world, and sometimes a revolution begins with a single post. Honorable moderator, respected judges, and my dear opponents team, Assalamu alaikum. Today our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. I am strongly against this motion. I think we all remember the year 2020 and 2024. In 2020, during the coronavirus pandemic, there was no opportunity for people to meet directly. At the time, people accepted social media as a friend. Teenagers continued their studies through online classes. And when the internet in 2024 revolution in Bangladesh was shut down for 7 days, it became difficult the news to reach everyone. When the student community carried out a movement with the demand 1.1 demand, they created public opinion through the social media and they are to able overthrow the autocratic government. If social media makes us antisocial, then why did people all over the world become confused when the internet was shut down? Does that mean every person in the world is antisocial? If all the people of the world are antisocial, then how is the world surviving? Believe you all know about the terrible war between Israel and Palestine. How did you know about it? Or are you physically present there? Or did you learn about it through the internet? By using social media, we are able to appeal to the world for help on their behalf. A few days ago, when a plane crashed and caught fire at Milestone School in Dhaka, there was a great need for blood. At the time, people's attention was drawn online for blood donations, and donors willingly came forward to give blood. So I want to ask my opponent friends, how do you think all these things became possible? In the 19th century, many people are addicted to drugs. Following their example, our present young generation has also become addicted to drugs. In the 19th century, there was no social media, yet the two are antisocial. So will my opponent friends still argue that social media is making our young generation antisocial? My opponents are blaming social media. If that is the case, then how are the crimes like corruption, teenagers gangs, and ifteasing happening in our country? Was social media present there? From your statement, it seems that social media is the root of all crimes. In our country, most parents are both working, which prevents them from spending enough time with their children. As a result, the socialization of children is getting disrupted, and due to mixing bad company, they are becoming antisocial. Therefore, social media is not to blame for this, right? Thank you all for patience.
The screen, the oil is this that hides their truth with practice this. But when the phone is finally down, they fear the silence of town. Honorable moderator, respected judges, and my dear opponents, Assalamu alaikum. Today, our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. I support the motion. As the third speaker of this debate, I before you to present our argument more convincingly and powerfully. Let me ask. Are our youth truly socially active, or are they lost in the emotional world of social media, where likes and comments have become their only measure of value? Honorable moderator, first consider the real statistics. Globally, including in Bangladesh, teenagers spend average 3 to 5 hours daily on social media. During this time, they are disconnected from family or friends, wasting hours behind screens. A real example, last year 65% of the students at a Dhaka school refused to participate in group activities because they were more accustomed to spending time online. Second, social media encourages comparison and validation seeking. Teenagers constantly see how perfect others' lives are, leading to anxiety, jealousy, and isolation. A 2019 international study found that excessive use of social media increased depression and lowered self-esteem among teenagers by 30%. Third, notice the impact on real-life social skills. During COVID-19 period, many avoided voice or video calls and communicated only through messages. Lack of face-to-face communication, teamwork, and mutual understanding is making tourists youth more isolated and antisocial. My opponent will say that social media helps us stay connected. But my question is, can a post or status update equal friendship? Can a screen teach us how to care and support someone? I demand an answer from my opponents. Ultimately, I ask, do we want our youth for smile for likes and cry for comments, or do we want them for real life challenges, collaborate effectively, and build genuine friendship? Evidence shows that teenagers who maintain balance uses more confident, social, and mentally healthy. Excessive use of social media is binding our youth to digital chains while distancing them from real relationships and social skills. We envision a social where young people learn to use social media wisely without losing their human and social capabilities. Virtual chats often replace face-to-face interaction, weakening real-life bonds and increasing loneliness. It is evidence beyond doubt that the very platform is designed to connect us is isolating us. Therefore, I stand with conviction to state social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. With these words, I respectfully raise my case.
Media is hard to watch. It's a window through which young minds see the world and let the world see them. Honorable moderator, respected judges and present hosts, Assalamu alaikum. Today our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. I am strongly against this motion. First of all, I would like to remind my opponents that social media was created so that antisocial activities could be exposed. About 93% of young people are active on it. But now you are saying that it is making our generation antisocial. I strongly disagree with it. Then I will kindly ask my lovely opponents team to explain. If that is the case, why was social media created in the first place? Honorable moderator is clearly my lovely opponents team show no understanding or compassion. Which is why they keep blaming social media. They seem to believe that they can progress without it. But there is a dangerous contradiction. They are like the fox in the old fable, unknowingly about to step into their own trap. In our country, many young people were employed. Moreover, to see the list, those who have lived in the village for jobs in the city are all someone's child, someone's lieutenant, or the fathers of children. A mother longs to hear the sweet words for her son says. A father living abroad becomes emotional as he hears the pictures were dead for his beloved child. And a wife is overwhelmed with emotion just to see the face of her life partner. How is possible? This is possible only in social media. It's late in our daily life. We ourselves are example of this. Our beloved mother, who are the greatest role model in our life. It's for me a deep longing to hear her voice. A longing that can only be fulfilled through social media. However, social media has opened a new door of interconnection. Today, because of it, we can easily communicate and build a relation with not only within our own country, but also the whole world. With the social media, even for small matters, our representative would need to travel abroad, just wasting time and energy. Think about our Prime Minister. Without social media, he would have to travel frequently, just to maintain international relations. That would make it difficult for us to focus on the needs of his own people. But now through social media, world leaders can attend meetings, defend rights, and serve their nations more effectively. And so instead of making our youth antisocial, social media is making our world more connected, more efficient, and more progressive. Thank you all.
Social media will suppress our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. Say the scientist Albert Einstein. Albert monitor respected test about your opponents at first take my salam. To their motion in social media is mostly creating a generation of antisocial youth. Albert moderator to his mother's tea. And I wish my mother heartful greetings. But sadly, she is unaware in her room and I have no news my mother. Our moderator, I say about a boy named Shubho, but now it's not only Shubho's about most of our young generation problem. Our moderator, currently the youth have immersed themselves so deeply in social media that they beautifully copy their status and profiles. But unfortunately, the reality is opposite. Our moderator, they lack its family bond, social respect and meaningful connection. Does this way social media is creating a social young generation? I need this question of listing. Under monitor, now you please look at a family situation. Fathers excessive for work from home and get lost in their phone. Mother are busy to watch Jivanga serial and children absorbed in their own device. Family are taking apart. They know everything on social media, yet they remain unaware of each other's lives. Is this how social media is giving us a young social by increasing family distance? I need the question my opponent's team on the monitor. The same is true for students. School attendance is declined about 45%. I again said that about 45% of absent. Why? Even if they stay at home, they're busy with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and competitive for views and followers. Gaining knowledge is no longer their priority. And the monitor, what hesitate to smile. As hesitate by the say that I say that let run be locked, let a nation go built. Tomorrow's society to social media confined. Honorable Monitor, my opponents have said that, second speaker said that social media increase our movement and awareness. Honorable Monitor, posting or sharing online is not real activism. Most people stop at like and share. Honorable Monitor, without actual involvement. Now I give a real example. In an Indian school teacher, Krishna Dwaipa saw a lady injured in an accident road. Instead of helping him, they are busy posting about it on social media. Honorable Monitor, what awareness is being raised by opposition like that without helping her? And my opposition say that COVID-19. When COVID-19, they are so facing talking, but my speech, my lovely opponent team want to prove that the social media is root cause of all faults. I want to remember there is many of faults in our country. Social media is not a one fault. There is many of faults. 25 minutes has passed. Our heart is broken because my opponent just like someone who fought for you and you still compare that. The song is late. Honorable Moderator, spectators and present all to get my one reading. Today our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of intersocial youth. I stand against this motion. Social media to serve people with its best intention. Yet people refuse to acknowledge it no matter how much good it does. In the act people play with. That's human nature. The very ones we have often on our stage. My opponents claim that the social media make our youth antisocial, but I strongly disagree. Social media allows our talent and skills to reach the whole world. Education is not longer limited to school colleges. Knowledge from science, technology, and international course is now at our fingertips. If social media is expanding our knowledge and collecting us globally, how can it make us antisocial? Social media is a powerful tool for progress and opportunity. My opponent said that social media makes children neglect parents, lost focus on studies, spread humorous, and even against suicide for indecent videos. But let us be clear, social media is only a tool. The real problem lies in people's mentality, not the platform itself. If a child truly respects parents, no storm can break the bond. If someone misuses social media, the fault is in the user, not in the media. Just like a knife, can either save a life or in surgery or harm in crime. Do we blame the knife or the person using it? My opposite team, my lovely opposite team, I expect a logical answer from yours. So blaming social media of antisocial behavior is unfair. The key is guidance and focus is not social media. My opponent said that students are losing focus, becoming addicted and posting indecent videos because of social media. But let us be clear, social media itself doesn't create or upload such content. I can say social media itself doesn't create or upload such content. People do. If we break the platform, it becomes nothing but a joke. The real issue is the lack of parental guidance. Poor education, moral values. If families gave the right direction, no children would misuse social media. My opponents told that social media is rich, humorous. But in 2024, when all social media platforms were shut down, everyone spread the praise of song and embrace. If social media was closed, how did the rumor spread? Did the social media itself become a ghost? Honorable Moderator, the fact is clear. Rumors are created and spread by people, not by social media. Thank you. faded away while lies would follow. Click by click, seeds of confusion are shown, anarchy grows while wisdom is overthrown. Honorable moderator, respected judges, my lovely opposite team and dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. Today our motion is social media is mostly creating a generation of anti-social youth. I support the motion. My opposite team says about education and knowledge. Honorable moderator, many students waste time scrolling entertainment content instead of studying. Attention span drops and academic focus weakens. Honorable moderator, please consider this real life example. If at the same time a professor's educational video and a time-wasting entertainment video are released, the time-wasting video gets millions of views, while the professor's videos only gets 100. A kite flew within years and the man chased it endlessly without even touching his own ear. Honorable moderator, it may sound funny, but this is true. Such is the world of social media today. A similar incident took place on May 28, 2022 in the Mia family of Manikganj district. The younger son posted on Facebook, Alhamdulillah, I now own 2 plots of land. Upon seeing this, the elder brother thought, father and mother gave me nothing and went on to attempt to kill the entire family with a method. This is just one example of how many families can be destroyed. Honorable moderator, thus this tragedy caused by a single social media post. Not to make social media responsible, I hope the opposing team can respond to this question. Honorable moderator, social media has such a profound influence on our youth that is causing chaos and unrest in society. Through the spread of false information, people are misled. A 2020 survey by the American Association for Marriage and Family found that 2 out of 5 people admitted to using Facebook to cheat on their partners. A study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology showed that Instagram users encourage deceitful behavior among young men and women. Opposing team, would you still claim that social media does not influence people negatively? Honorable moderator, social media is creating disorder in our society. One such instance occurred on July 1st, 2016 at 9:30 p.m. at the Holy Artisan area in Dhaka, where a militant attack took place. According to BBC News, this Islamic attack resulted in 21 civilian deaths and 50 police casualties. The main cause behind this attack was social media. Moreover, the weapons used by the militants are designed after observing information online via social media. After all this, can my opposing team still claim that social media does not negatively influence the youth? I hope they provide an answer. That's all our today's motion. I hope my opponents will agree with me. Thank you all.
Giving me the opportunity to deliver my speech. I stand before you today to firmly oppose this motion that social media is mostly creating an anti-social youth. I think my opinion teams can understand what the meaning of antisocial. So let's begin by understanding what it truly means to be antisocial. Antisocial behaviors include disregard for others, a lack of empathy and unwillingness to engage. But is that what we see in today's youth? Absolutely not. So I want to say that social media is not isolating youth, it's connecting them. What will happen? Proven in the July Revolution, before the long march to Dhaka, organizers appeal online and million students and responded. This proves social media brings people together, not isolating them. Again, when the police had killed Abu Said, as soon as the video was released on social media, it created a global uproar. As a result, former President Sheikh Hasina was forced to shut down social media platform out of fear. And at this moment, thousands of people being killed. Do you know that? No, because social media was shut down. What do you have to say about that? That's why I support social media, because social media has the power, a seat of authority, but can also take that power away if they commit wrongdoing wrongdoing. We have all heard that story, two friends and a bear. Just as bear advised one friend in whisper, and similarly social media whisper me, don't be friend who do not know how to use social media properly, yet blame it. Honorable moderator, every speaker from the opposition is trying to prove in their speech that without social media they want to create such a society for youth, where young people remain confined only within their own community. In other words, through social media we build a global family. But they want to separate the youth from that family. But this can bring about a great disaster for today's young generation. Do you know why? At present, young people are using social media for freelancing and earning money. Now, dear opposition team, tell me, does this indicate that youth are turning into an antisocial generation? Not at all. Rather, this is one of the main tools for its young people to become successful. And perhaps you don't want youth to become paced with modernity. Well done. Maybe you want to go back the 14th or 15th century where was no media and no device. Do you know what will happen then? Even if a person was murdered, if they not come to public attention, and if someone committed corruption and took away millions, there would be trust of it. Thank you all.
Thank you, moderator, giving me a chance again. My team is already answered the all questions through real example. If the armrest of a chair is broken, it can still be used. But if its leg is broken, it becomes unusable. If the armrest represents the good aspect of social media, the leg represents its bad aspect. You are only focusing on the 22% good aspect of social media, but you are ignoring the 78% bad aspect. My opponents are probably now confused about which number is larger, 78 or 22. My team says social media is a migration of our mentality in various forms. My opponent's fourth speaker says about social media teaches us. If the social media teaches us everything, so why need school and college? I leave this question for my opposition. They probably say everyone makes mistakes. Of course, it's human to make mistakes, but intentional mistakes amount of injustice. The actions of my opposing party on social media are not mere mistakes. The fact that they are done knowingly is what has turned them into acts of wrongdoing. While a mistake made out of ignorance is forgivable, a mistake made consciously is morally entirely different and unacceptable. We doesn't say once that social media is bad. We say that social media is mostly creating a generation of anti-social youth. Thank you all.
Level your foolishness in your statement. Do you know why? In your statements, you have highlighted your own issues, and the funny thing is, you have blamed social media. Social media is like a gun. How it's used depends entirely on the users. It has no life or no intent of its own. If someone is harassed or emotional blackmail in the cyber world, it depends on the personal complete lack of mindset and lack of values. They may also mothers and sisters at home. So why they still disrespect the honor of other mothers and sisters? In reality, the lack proper educational and values. Therefore, social media is not to blame in this case. It's real life. We also face this problem in social media present that. Never this proves that
cyberbullying is not due to social media, but due to lack of value in the offenders. Now, I answered the fourth speaker. He said that we don't celebrate Fathers and Mothers Day. Now, I want to tell you, it connects us with loved ones forever, allowing us to share joy and emotion. If we fail to show respect in real life, it's for ours, not social media. Okay. I think you may be understand my talking. In conclusion, we want to say that everything depends their own mentality and lacks and mental values. I hope that my lovely opinions team understand everything.
Remove, and now I am more confused because both of you give your point very clearly, and yeah, you make me confused. So let's see what the result comes. But for me, you both team, all of you are winner, and the audience also. The way the little children is watching as a viewer, they are very good. I think they are the wonderful children in the world. Thank you all.